Some say Chinese is one of the most difficult languages in the world, and learning it is almost impossible.
So learning Chinese, the most difficult thing.
非常非常非常非常非常难.
So I'm sort of tone deaf. I can't really hear them.
I think the cultural mindset is the biggest complication for
The
us.
grammar.
知吃思诗都很难
It's just complicated so much.
Only because you're not learning it in the right way. Why not try Takeaway Chinese, where you can take some Chinese away and experience progress day by day. Takeaway Chinese, we will promise you a difference.
你好，欢迎收听随行汉语 Welcome to Takeaway Chinese. This is Niu Honglin. Joining me today, the athletic and artsy Tony Reid. I don't know why, it's just always a mouthful of description.
You can just call me Tony. It's
I
all
do
right.
call you just Tony. I don't have to describe you as artsy and athletic anymore because I think everybody knows that.
Yeah, I think people may have that feeling from the live streams in the past, so maybe we can just go with Tony.
Are you always like that back in your school years? Were you always very athletic and artsy, Tony?
I feel like I was artsy when I was when I was younger. The athletic part, I mean, I was into sports like most young guys at that age, but like the athletic part, were working out and this kind of thing, I think that came later.
I would guess the exact opposite. I thought you were the, very athletic kind, and later on you explored yourself and found the artsy part.
Well, no, not quite. I think the art sticks around a lot longer. It's something that's attached.
That's pretty cool.
To me.
But do you miss your school years?
Not really. I'm glad they're gone, to be honest.
That's interesting. Well, I do miss my school years a little bit. Not because I miss the...
You missed all that studying?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say here. It's not because of all these studies, but I miss my classmates back then. I miss a lot of my friends. Some of them stayed in my life, of course, but there are also some that, we drifted apart. And sometimes you just have a little bit, in Chinese we say 缘分, so it's destiny. And also you just have their company for that several years and you don't really see each other anymore. But once you think about those young ages of yours, you think about the school years, they are a very, very important part of that memory.
Sure.
Yeah, so yes, in today's episode, we are actually going to talk about saying goodbye to your friends or to important people in your life. We are going to talk about parting words. I think in previous episodes, we've talked about wishing words. There will be a little bit of, do you say overlap in this part? Because if you're saying goodbye to someone, of course, you want to wish them great future, even though possibly you're not in that future. You still want them to, be happy and everything.
So it would be like a review. Some of these words may be quite familiar.
Part of these words would be like wishing words, and some other parts are the parting words. So 临别赠言. 临别赠言, that's the theme of today. So for our dear listeners, if you're interested in Chinese culture and you want to get a grips with the Chinese language, then this is the show for you. Stick with us and you soon see the rewards. And for more fun Chinese learning, follow our Facebook page, CRI Learn Chinese, to watch many fun videos and live streams. But now, let's provide you with some free Chinese for takeaway. 4年光阴匆匆而过，明天就毕业了。祝你前程似锦，万事如意，也祝你心想事成，有缘再会，后会有期。
I think this is really useful because I feel like at some point in our lives, we always have to say goodbye.
Yeah.
Whether it's, former colleagues, if you, switch a role, or of course, if you graduate from school. Goodbye is, something that's unfortunate, but we it's inevitable.
Yeah,
in
that's
a lot
totally
of forms
true.
of life, I
yeah.
think.
It can be very useful. And also in this episode, I try to include a lot of four-character words. They're not that difficult if you understand what they mean. And you just remember, just like, put it in your mind and stick it in your mind with the pronunciation. You'll be able to use them. You sound elegant and educated and very sophisticated in Chinese, even though that might be the only four-character words you know. It still works.
It's worth learning.
Worth learning.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
I'll do my best.
Let's get to it. 4年光阴匆匆而过.
So 4 years has passed in a hurry. So 4年, this is 4 years. And then 光阴, right? This is time.
It is time, but it's an ancient or let's say more sophisticated way of saying time. If you're asking someone what's the time now, you're definitely not going to use this one.
Okay.
This is kind of like the time passes. It's
Passage of time.
Yeah, passage of time. It's a more general and more poetic way of saying it.
So 4 years flew by.
Yeah, a little bit like that. So 光阴, 光阴. Sometimes, well, actually there is another Chinese idiom, 光阴似箭. So 似 is 相似. So 似 would mean just like, and 箭 is an arrow. So it's like saying time passes like an arrow shooting out. There's
Okay.
no come back, and it goes really fast.
Okay.
That's an idiom. So 4年光阴 would be 4 years of time. 匆匆而过.
匆匆而过. This is like moving by in a hurry or
Yes, totally.
flying by.
Flying by. So 匆匆 is actually fast.
Okay.
In Chinese, we also say things like 行色匆匆. So this person looks like he's in a hurry. Then we would say 他行色匆匆. So it's like he's moving and walking very fast. So 匆匆 is fast, but it only describes people in a hurry, that kind of fast. You don't really say some subject is fast. And of course, here we know that 匆匆can also describe time moves really fast.
Okay.
In a hurry, in that sense. So 匆匆. R is a word that serves a function to complete a sentence, complete a structure. So it does not really have a real meaning, but R is kind of like a functional words you put in between words to show that they have a relationship of one describing the other. So we know 过 is pass, and we know 匆匆 is fast. So 匆匆而过, okay, so this one's fast, this one is pass, so it's saying it's passing fast or it's passing in a hurry.
Pass sounds complicated, but you need that in there to combine the fast and the guo.
Yeah,
right?
I'm trying to explain it from a point of view for the sophisticated learners.
Oh.
If you're not one, you can just remember 匆匆而过 as pass in a hurry. Don't have to break it down, just remember it. It'll work as well.
Hint, hint, wink, wink. I got it. Let's move on.
匆匆而过 pass in a hurry. 明天就毕业了，祝你前程似锦，万事如意。
So this is it's graduation day tomorrow. I wish you a bright future and all the best. So 明天 this is tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And then 就毕, right?
就 itself.
就 itself.
就 actually is the kind of word, it's like just. It's a little bit like just, but it's also a word you put in a sentence to serve as a functional kind of word. It does not have a very concrete, very solid meaning.
Okay.
毕业.
So it's another R, right?
Yeah, a little.
So 毕业, this is graduation.
Graduation, 毕业.
The L kind of signifies that
It will.
It will happen.
毕业, we know, is graduation. And this word is actually useful because you can use it to form a lot of other words. In this month, we've been talking about 毕业季, graduation season, especially in our live streams on CRI Learn Chinese Facebook page. 毕业季, graduation season. And of course, if you're a graduate, you're a 毕业生.
毕业生.
Yes, so 生 from 学生, student. So you're a graduating student, hence graduates. So 毕业生. And we also have 毕业照, graduation photo. 照片.
Oh, okay. So you have a lot of a lot of words that you can use with 毕业.
Yeah, it's basically as long as it has something to do with
graduation.
Yeah, you can use it.
Copy that.
So 明天就毕业了.
And then we have 祝你. This is wish you. Right?
Wish you. Very important, very useful, and very easy. I don't think there is another word that carries the meaning of wish you that is as common as 祝你.
Okay.
So yeah, 祝你 wish you.
All right, and then we have 前程似锦. This is a four character word, right? So this is wish you the best or wish you a bright future.
Wish you a bright future because 前 is ahead. It's talking about something ahead of you. 程, I think 程 comes from 路程, so distance. So 前程, if you separate those words, it's like the road ahead of you. So the journey ahead of you. So people started to use 前程 to mean your future, especially in the perspective of career-wise. So 前程. So if I say 祝你有一个好的前程, you're almost always saying things about I wish you can make good things happen to your career. It's not about family, not about personal, relationship. It's more about career. And 似, we know this one. 似 would be 相似, just like. And 锦 is actually a very beautiful kind of traditional Chinese fabric.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a cloth. 前程似锦 is your future is as beautiful as that very bright and colorful cloth. It's a metaphor. It's saying, wish you a very bright, very nice future in a perspective of career. Wow. So wish you make great things happen to your career.
All right. And then 万事如意.
万事如意.
如意.
Uh-huh.
And that what is that, all the best?
Yeah, it's like all the best because 1 is 10,000. And we know in Chinese when you're saying 10,000, you don't really mean 10,000. You mean every or all or a lot, a lot, a lot. 事 is things. So 事情, 我可以麻烦你帮我做一件事情吗? Can I bother you to help me do one thing? And here 一件事情 would be one thing. So 事情, 事 things. 如意 actually is as you wish. So 万事如意, everything can go smoothly as you wish. So wish all the best.
Okay.
Again, in this episode, I'm going to break the words down a lot just to help you guys remember how to remember
For
it
all
or
the
what
sophisticated learners
what they
out there.
means. But they are all really nice four-character words, like very positive. You can use them in different occasions. So 万事如意, you can remember it as easy as wish you all the best. And 前程似锦, wish you a brighter future.
Very positive.
Very positive.
And then the last sentence we have, why don't you go ahead and read that one for me?
也祝你心想事成，有缘再会，后会有期。
So, and may all your wishes come true. Goodbye. See you later, or see you around, right?
Yep.
So, 也祝你. So this is like you, like the yeah here is like you too, or it's yeah, like
you can say sure. Also.
Yeah.
So because we know that the first two sentences are from the same person. It's like saying, okay, tomorrow is graduation time and I give you all these nice wishes. And part B would say, I also would like to wish you. In English, you say, I would also like to wish you. In Chinese, you say, also, I wish you.
Yeah.
So, 也祝你.
Yeah, 祝你, I also wish you. And then 心想. And this is 事成, right? This is an expression.
Expression, 心想事成.
This is your wishes come true?
Yes. Like I said, nice words, all of these nice words. 心 is heart, 想 is think, 事 we know is thing, 成 is success. So when your heart wishes something, the things get done. So wish everything goes smoothly as you wish. 心想事成.
心想事成. And then 有缘再会.
有缘再会.
This is another expression, correct?
Uh-huh.
And this is a long way of saying goodbye?
It's a long way of saying goodbye, yes. And it's like, we know in Chinese, we don't really say a goodbye. We say see you again. So 再见. 再 is again, 见 is meet. So meet again in Chinese. So I'd like to understand it as, instead of a goodbye, I am saying
until we meet again.
Until we meet again. And it's the same idea. So we have 有缘, 缘分. We've talked briefly in the beginning. 缘分 is destiny. So if destiny allow us to see each other again, we will see each other again. So 有 is have. 缘 is this destiny, this fate. 在 is again. 会 is meet. So if destiny allows us, we will see each other again. So it's also like until next time.
Okay.
So it's to put it simple, it is a really long way, a good way to say goodbye. It's just like goodbye. 有缘再会.
Yeah, it's just interesting how it has a lot of meaning though. Like each character has so much that you have to understand.
But putting together, it's actually very simple.
It is quite simple.
Quite simple.
And then we have 后会有期.
Yeah,
right?
后会有期.
And this is another expression. See you next time or see you around.
Yeah, because we know 后 is later, 后会 is meet later, and 有 is have, 期 is a date. So there will be a date that we meet again in the future. So it is see you around.
Okay.
One more time, putting together 有缘再会, 后会有期, basically a really long way of saying bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you later, maybe. Right?
Well, okay, so there's the thing.
Good riddance.
Even though in these idioms we have this 有缘, something like, if destiny allows us, and it also has 有期, have a date, we'll see each other, something like that. Actually, they're very positive. Most of the times, well, actually all the times when you use them, you're saying we are going to see each other again. It's not like destiny, if destiny allow us, we'll see each other. It's more like, I believe destiny will bring us together again. So, yeah.
That sounds a bit better.
Good. Okay, so any other questions?
Let's give it a whirl. Let's try it.
Okay, I'll be the first one.
All right.
4年光阴匆匆而过，明天就毕业了，祝你前程似锦，万事如意。
也祝你心想事成，有缘再会，后会有期。
That's perfect. You've done a really good job. Now I know if one day you're going to say goodbye to me, don't say goodbye. You say 有缘再见，后会有期。
All right, let me circle that.
Wish that day come as late as possible, though.
Oh, that's another expression we haven't learned yet.
Yeah. You're listening to Takeaway Chinese with myself, Niuniu and Tony. We would love to hear from you. Send us your thoughts via email to learnchinese@cri.com.cn. Coming up next, let's learn more words, more nice and sophisticated way to say goodbye. Don't go away, so you will take some Chinese away. Welcome back to Takeaway Chinese. I'm Niuniu, joined by Tony. I promised to tell you more words about saying goodbye. Actually, in the Chinese culture, we value goodbyes a lot because we believe in 缘分. We believe in the destiny.
Right?
We believe in the fact that if we have the destiny, we will see each other again. And we wish the very best for that destiny to happen. So we're going to say a lot of those words when we are actually separating.
Okay.
But also, there are many people who believe in the fact that it is okay to say goodbye. Sometimes we are, again, destined to accompany each other for only this period of time. We cherish those memories, we be really nice to each other when we can, and we have good buys.
Oh, that sounds like the relationship with our parents.
Oh yeah, that is a...
Oh, you don't look at it that way, right?
Yeah, when you're looking at it that way, it's beautiful
sadder,
and
right?
sad.
Mm-hmm.
But there's the Chinese saying, 天下没有不散的宴席.
Okay, and
So
what does that mean?
It actually means 天下 is under the heaven, under the sky. So in the world, 没有
Don't have.
不散 is won't separate, won't stop. And 宴席 is actually a banquet or a really nice dinner or even party. So there's an end to a party. It's not like we can be together having fun forever, but it's not something that we have to necessarily be sad about. So if you're saying 天下没有不散的宴席, so there is an end to the good things. It doesn't make the good things
All good
any
things come
less
to an
good.
end.
Yeah, all good things come to an end. 天下没有不散的宴席. So if you're in a banquet, if someone is saying something like this, he's putting an end to it, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for parties, for sometimes really nice trip. So you meet friends in a nice trip, and after a while, approaching an end, you say 天下没有不散的宴席，我们有缘再会，后会有期. You know, it can be a starting line for the parting speech.
Right.
天下没有不散的宴席.
Oh, I like that. You know, all things do all things, not only good but also bad things come to an end. So
Yeah. And I think I remember another sad one. That's from a Chinese poem. It says 劝君更尽一杯酒，西出阳关无故人. This is a sad one. This is basically saying I am toasting.
toasting.
Yeah, I'm toasting, and I wish we can have another drink because.
Oh, in this context, though.
In this context, yes.
Toasting.
What are you thinking? Cooking?
Cook burning or someone's
No.
toasting
I'm proposing a toast to you because after we depart, I'm pretty sure you don't have any friends out there.
Wow.
But it's not like in this. It's more like, I wish you don't have to go, but you are going. So yeah, let's have a final fun and bye. It's a little sadder.
Yeah, it seems that way.
So I prefer the.
Not too sad because, I mean, they're drinking, right?
That's true.
Yeah, so it's not too bad.
It's not too bad. But still, I remember that saying, or I remember that verse from a poem. There is a better one. I hope you guys can remember this one and use it. That is 莫愁前路无知己，天下谁人不识君.
So I think this one is like, don't worry about not having your friends around. There's no one in the world who doesn't appreciate you.
Yes, it's saying 莫愁 is don't worry about. 前路 we know is the road ahead of you. 无知己 is no friends, no good friends. The reason for that is under the heaven, once again, under the sky, in the world, 天下谁人 who 不识君 won't like you. You're so likable and adorable person. Everywhere you go, you're gonna make good friends, so don't worry about it. That's a better sentiment, right?
Yeah, it's a little flattery going on there, but it's nice.
It's
encouraging.
It's very encouraging, and it's a very famous Chinese verse from a poem. People quote it a lot because, again, really nice sentiment, and it rhymes, it sounds good. 莫愁前路无知己，天下谁人不识君. Right? You like
I could just hear people laughing after that's spoken, though. Like, is it normally said in a sincere context?
It is said in a sincere context in this poem, but later on, because I don't think people are laughing because it's not sincere. It's more like this one is an ancient poem, and you use it in a very formal setting. So if you use it in conversation, like daily conversation with your friends, then yeah, you're mocking them.
Okay.
You're having fun a little. It's
I think
nice
it's hard
goodbye.
to execute this expression. I think it can be a bit tough if you're not in that right context.
But now I think with the help of advanced technology, of the internet, you don't really have to say a little bit sad and definite forever goodbye to anybody.
Yeah.
That is why one expression is very important. That is stay in touch.
Stay in touch.
Very important. Do you know how to say that in Chinese? Stay in touch.
Stay in touch. 保持联系.
Perfect. 保持 would be stay or keep. 联系 is connect. So keep connecting with each other. That'll be keep in touch. 保持联系. This is very common now because actually you can. In the oldie days, good old times, you don't really have the ability to stay in touch with someone if they're going to faraway places. You want them to write to you, but if it's, for example, in not the peaceful time we are enjoying right now, if there's a war somewhere, then it's really easy to lose contact with someone.
Right.
But now it's not like that.
Yeah, we have Facebook, we have WeChat, we have all
everything.
these apps where you can just, if you're thinking about someone, you just shoot
them a message. Yeah,
and
always.
That's pretty much it. But there's 保持, right?
保持, keep.
Keep. So together that means keep.
Yes.
If you separate, what do these two words come from?
Well, 保 carries the meaning of safeguard or protect.
Precious.
Well, you're thinking about a 保 with the same pronunciation but a different character.
Oh, okay.
So, for example, 宝贝 would be baby.
Yeah.
That's the 保 you're thinking about.
Right.
And yes, it carries the meaning of precious. This one is from 保护, protect.
Okay.
保护 or 保证 ensure. So 保证维持. So 维持 is keep. So 保持 together, keep.
Okay.
联系, both 联 and 系 characters, these two characters carry the meaning of contact. So 保持联系, keep in touch.
Got it.
This one is very useful, I think.
Preserve the contact.
Perfect. Yes, it's exactly that. And if now you're saying goodbye to someone, I think this one is the most useful and sincere one. If you really like them, you can keep in touch.
Yeah, and you can dodge the whole sad sentiment.
That's true.
You could just say like, I keep in touch. We have, ways to stay in touch. So just shoot us a picture or a message. And so it doesn't have to be tear felt like it once was.
No, it does not have to. So 保持联系, keep in touch. These are some words, some, let's say, expressions we'd like to share for the parting words part today. And since we've been talking about graduation season for a while, have you ever signed a graduation yearbook thing with your friends, or what? Do you still remember saying goodbye to your school years, to that experience?
Yeah, now that you bring it up, there were yearbooks. I feel like it was in high school. We had like the yearbook, and like every year people would write things in it, and of course the senior year people would say goodbye, and it was nice, studying with you and this kind of thing. So it was I think when you read it years later, or even soon after the graduation, you feel a bit sentimental because you may, or most likely will never see these people again.
Totally. I think it's one thing to say goodbye to a friend or maybe a family you were close to, but it's another thing to say goodbye to an entire group of people, and also to yourself from that certain period. Because after, I think, graduating from college, for some people would be saying goodbye to your school time. So we say 学生时代画上句号, put an end, put a period to the school years. That's a very grand goodbye period of time. People would give speeches, they would write letters to their good friends, and the letters always include things like say congratulations, you've done it, we've done it, we all made it. And you want to say things like, I will always cherish the memory of our great friendship, and I wish you the best, and we'll stay in touch.
And I also feel like this applies for a work environment. As you know, I've wandered around a bit. I've traveled.
You have great life experiences.
Well, yeah,
that's what it is.
I was in South Korea, and then came to China. And
you have to say goodbye a lot.
Have to say goodbye a lot, and I think at first, obviously, the longer you're at a company, the harder it is to do, because you've built up relationships and bonds with people. So it's I think this could definitely work for in this context as well. 有缘再会，后会有期.
Yes. So we should cherish all the moment we have with each other, and also cherish the ability or cherish the chance to say goodbye when you have to. Give a really good goodbye.
Yeah, I think so.